What is...
Hello.
How's it going?
We're here. We've got somebody to eliminate.
Yeah.
We're gonna take care of that.
Bo-Katan and Grand Inquisitor had some good matches.
Hello, Cuddly Panda 69.
What's up, Cuddly Panda? On Monday, they won their matches, and now they're going to be facing each other in the lower bracket of the Trash Compactor tournament to see which one's eliminated. After the stream, we will be posting bans in Discord, so you can vote on the polls.
It's gonna work like it did last time.
Just the same. There will be 6 total cards banned going into the next round.
Yep.
And you will all make that decision.
Yeah, one from Padme, one from Leia, one from Jin. Did Jin win, or did Jin get kicked down into the bracket? Jin did win. Jin
and Leia. And then either Bo-Katan or Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, and Mando and Hondo.
Hondo.
So.
Yeah, this match I think will be pretty fun. There's a lot of interactivity going on in both these decks.
Yeah, the Wat Tambor, especially the last game of the Wat Tambor Grand Inquisitor thing, was a really, really interesting game.
The one turn was probably the most interesting turn we've taken in Star Wars, where you had double buffed the tank.
Yeah, because if you brought out Grand Inquisitor, then I could kill it. It's one of those I wish we had done a post-mortem at the time. The thing was, like, I needed to get you to the point where you would die. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, the problem is I'm forever playing defense, and then all it takes is for you to have like 2 units. And I got you 1 hit away from dead, but I was not quite 1 hit away from dead from you, and I had to sack both Wat Tambor and the tank to capture your unit because you could attack with Grand Inquisitor and ready it. And then I felt like O.C. Sopek with 6 health was in a pretty good shape, but you did have a removal. So yeah, it was a very interesting game.
The sideboard and force choke even.
Yeah,
was the removal I had.
Yep. And there were some spoilers today. Do we want to jump into those? Well, we've got we're starting a little bit early, so we got to pad out the clock today. So we're going to talk about the spoilers from today.
Plus, they're pretty cool.
There's also a bunch of actual announcements too. They announced changes to booster packs, and the summary of that is that legendaries they're going to be more legendaries to get, but they will be at a slightly higher pull rate. So you should end up with the same amount of legendaries in theory of each type. They're going from like 1 in 8 packs to about 1 in 5.
But there's still more total legendaries?
They're adding 4 total legendaries
to the pool. Okay.
So it's going from 16 to 20 legendaries. I think that is in effect for this next set. I believe that's what they were saying.
Okay.
Dat oop. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
And then the announced rotation. The first rotation is going to happen in 2026.
Yes.
So we would be getting ready for rotation this time next year when we start looking at spoilers for set 7. So once set 7 drops, everything from set 1 is going to rotate out.
2 and 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, the first year of the game. Yep. That's all going to rotate out. Apparently there will be an eternal format where everything will be legal forever.
And everything's legal in Twin Suns.
And Twin Suns is also always going to have everything stay legal forever.
I have a feeling we'll be very, very ready for a rotation by this time next year with 2 more sets. Oh, I'm sorry, at this point, 3 more sets in the constructed mix.
Yeah, I mean, there were cards. It's funny because there were cards at the beginning of this set that I thought we were going to see more of that I was like going to be sick of. And I think one of those cards is Force Throw. But as the meta developed, we see slightly less Force Throw. It's just like I'm more sick of like Tarkin Town maybe. So they may not. And they also, there was like a brief talk about the PQ season. And they talked about Han 1 because that's kind of like the elephant in the room is that deck's performance.
Han 1 DJ combo is essentially like too oppressive.
And right now they are not taking any actions because Han 1 does not have the same level of success that the Boba Fett decks did, where they felt like they had to act. They said that and then there's like a pretty wide diversity of heroes that are actually making it to the top 8s. The meta does appear to be slightly wider open than
they mentioned a Gar-Saxon yellow deck.
They did, yeah. Apparently there was a pre-Vizsla deck that won a PQ as well.
I saw a Wat Tambor in the top 8 as well.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think they said 80% of the leaders. I don't know. They said some stat that I didn't quite hear and I didn't quite believe, but I think they said like 80% of leaders top 8 at a PQ at some point or another.
Pretty good.
Somebody back me up if I'm just spouting misinformation.
80% of all leaders?
Something like that. Yeah, 80% of all printed leaders made it to the top 8 of a PQ. So yeah, I mean, if that's like their barometer, I don't think it's a bad barometer necessarily. I do think PQ data is probably slightly misleading. I think because PQs are going to typically be like maybe 80 to 100 people, right? And so I still don't know if that's like enough. Whereas if you had like worlds or something like that, right? Like where you're pulling stuff from all over the place, so it certainly doesn't feel accurate. Yeah,
when you have like one Watt Tambor that is top 8'd in one of the 50 PQs, right?
Yeah.
Like,
if Han 1 and Sabine and Django and Quinlan, if they're like top 8ing all the time, but you have like a Gar Saxon sneak in or an like Emperor sneak in. Yeah, I think you can have decent matchups during a top 8.
Over 50%.
Over 50%. Okay, thank you. Yeah, but still, that feels high to me because like when we were playing, it felt like only a handful of heroes are going to be viable.
That does sound better. Welcome, rookie. Glad you can make it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, let's go take a look at the spoilers from today.
Yeah, let's take a look at that
because they were pretty cool. First off, we got the Profundity.
Yeah.
Which is a 9-cost heroism and red ship. It is an 8/9 with Overwhelm, and when played and when defeated, choose a player, they discard a card from their hand. Then, if they have more cards in their hand than you, they discard a card from their hand.
Yeah, so this is like a great tap-out target into control decks, because this could be a 3 or 4 or 5 for 1. Right?
Yeah.
Like if they just have a grip full of cards, you play that, they discard 2 cards, they kill it immediately, they discard another 2 cards, right? Now they still have to have they have to have a grip, but I do feel like
even if it's getting 1 card, and even if it's getting 1 card and they spend a removal spell on it and they discard another card, that's huge.
It's 3 cards.
That's minimum.
Yeah, it's 3 cards. So I mean, the general consensus is that Crate Dragon is still probably better. However, I do think this card, this one's going to look sick.
It's a vehicle. It's a rebel. It's a capital ship. All of those things are relevant.
Yeah, it's going to look sick in hyperspace.
It's going to look so cool in hyperspace.
Yeah. Who knows what the special treatments for a lot of these are going to look like too, right?
Yeah,
the premier ones from the Carbonite
Thank you, Grey March.
Yeah, I think these are both situational tools, right? Like if you play a Crate Dragon, if you tap out for a Crate Dragon into a control deck and they power the dark side of you and you don't have anything else, then you get 3 damage. Whereas
that's it. Yeah.
This is like making a significant amount of headway into the number of cards that they have in the hand. If you know you have to march a couple threats into removal, this card is like the type of card that you want to do that.
You bring that out first, and like the one they have a grip full of stuff. Like I know a lot of the matchups we've played against control or with control, when you just run them out of resources in their hand, you just keep running out threats until they're out of resources, and then they're in a really bad spot. Yeah,
because they have to include stuff for early in the game. And so if you run them out of cards in their hand, then you can easily end up in a situation where you draw like a resupply and a something else, and then, and like a 2-drop, and then your threat suddenly looks very, very good.
Yeah.
So
very cool card. Another legendary. The legendaries in the set are looking
they're looking better.
Good.
Yeah. I don't even know if I would play this as like a 3-of, but man, like I said, if you're playing in a control deck,
it could definitely be a 3-of against the control and sideboard.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Against control decks, this card's pretty good.
Pretty dang good. All right, we got a Bo-Katan, another card that's pretty good against control decks. We have more hand hate. 4 cost 3/5. When played, the opponent discards a card from their hand. If it's a unit, you may exhaust a unit.
Yeah. Obviously the comparisons will always be to the Kira unit, but I do think that this Ahsoka is like more relevant in the middle of the game.
She's got the Force trait also.
She does, yeah. She doesn't have any of the Fringe is not a trait that is useful yet that has any kind of like play outside of, say, now there are 2 of them.
Yeah, Fringe might end up being one of those like traits that's like a dump trait.
Could be. Yeah, it could be like they balance cards around that, right? Like you could print slightly better cards that are just like Fringe or whatever.
Yeah.
We've seen the resistance trait pop up over the last couple of days worth of spoilers. I don't think this is the set for Fringe. What's the 5th set called? Do we know?
We do know. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, and then like the 6th set, I know was like a Tyler Parrott was like, I had pitched a crazy idea and they let me make a set based off of this.
Ewoks and droids.
Something like that, yeah. But it's like a Legends. Yeah, it's like yeah. So who knows?
Oh, okay.
Legends of the Force. Okay, yeah.
Mara Jade?
No, maybe. But so
Kyle Katarn?
yeah,
Secrets of Power. Okay.
Legends of the Force and Secrets of Power. Yeah, yeah. It would be. I mean, it would be sick if we got like some of the Legends characters. I don't know. I mean, I think at this point Disney probably doesn't care what happens in this card game.
I can't imagine they do.
I can't. So like if they're just giving us card game boomers our favorite characters from Legends, then they'll probably just let us have it at some point. Yeah.
Darth Revan.
Right, yeah, or Revan. I mean, is Revan canon?
Yes.
Because, like, isn't Old Republic still exist?
Revan showed up in one of the Clone Wars episodes briefly as like a like a ghost thing.
Canon-ish.
Canon-ish is the word.
Canon-ish.
Yes.
Okay.
Canon-ish.
It's like Thrawn was, right? So Thrawn is canon now. Thrawn existed in a nebulous place.
Yeah.
The Heir to the Empire trilogy is not canon. That's Legends.
Right.
But Thrawn exists.
Thrawn was in the Rebels cartoon. Thrawn in the Ahsoka show.
Yeah.
Thrawn had a large book series written by Timothy Zahn.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many books are in that series. It's 3 at least.
Yeah.
I read the first one. It's very good.
Right. Well, so we're getting we're kind of off topic there. Just talking about like things that could happen.
Star Wars.
The fringe keyword really set us off on the spiral here or whatever. But she also has the Force trait, and so she seems really good with Force throw.
This is just a good card for like Han 2.
Yeah.
You play
Han
her
2
and Kira and Han 2.
This is sick in Han 2, right? You get a 3/3 for 3 that makes them discard a card from their hand
and possibly exhaust something on that turn. They might have a grip of only units, but they might not want to discard one of their events, right?
Yeah, and then it opens you up to Force throwing at with the upside. So
yeah, Han 2 kind of crazy. They're gonna have to ban all the Hans.
It's just a really good card, I think.
Exciting. I like it. I dig it. It's a good rare too.
Dash Rendar,
yeah.
Now this is a common card, and I do think while this card isn't necessarily exciting, it's clearly designed for row synergy. I do think this card has very aggressive stats.
Yeah, 5 or 6, 7.
Yeah, and that actually matters for an upcoming spoiler card here in a bit. But these stats, I mean, this hits hard. This is hard.
Resistance, vehicle, capital ship. 5 or 6, 7, especially an aggressive stat line for blue.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, I like Obi-Wan and Rose both like this card. But I think Obi-Wan's Aether Sprite is still probably better because it has the immediate impact.
Yeah. This does attack into those capital ships with 6 HP.
Yeah, it does.
Well, yeah. I know it's like damaged up after that, but still. Yeah.
I mean, if you play this and your opponent like plays the assault carrier or whatever, the raider, if they play the raider and they damage this, then you don't get to trade, but still, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it can soak up a lot of damage. Is the thing, right? Like, I don't know. It's not like, I don't know that this card sees a home in Constructed.
It's probably one of those like draft.
This card is like
bomb-ish cards.
This card is like real good and limited.
Imagine you draft like 3 or 4 of these in your limited deck.
Yeah,
and you're just like drop a 6/7, drop a 6/7, drop a 6/7. Your opponent's just smashing their ships into it.
Yeah,
put the Sentinel pilot on it. Yeah, just big.
So I mean, this is like a very aggressive stat line, which is really funny because the blue-white cards up to this point have been very mid and limited, in my opinion. The 3/7 for 4 from the first set, the Rebel guys, they sucked. They sucked so much.
One of the few cards from the first set that never saw any constructed play at all.
Just terrible.
Yeah.
You had the 4/6 Sentinel dudes for 5 that they had Sentinel as long as they were undamaged. Not a strong card. They had a role in limited. You have like the Jedi Knight dude who costs 6 and is a 4/7, and when he's attacked, you get a Clone Trooper token. I mean, there's like a whole litany of heroic blue cards that are all like. It feels like they almost all require some other card to be good. This you get value from healing. So this is probably one of the best stat lines we've seen on a blue heroic card up to this point.
Yeah.
So
we got Mist Hunter.
Yeah. So very good.
3 for a 3/4. That's obviously yellow villain.
Yeah.
Another good ship in yellow villain.
Yeah.
Yet another. Underworld vehicle. Transport. Transport's very relevant. On attack, if you played a bounty hunter or pilot card this phase, you may draw a card.
Yes, this is a very good card. The 3/4 stat line for 3 in space is obviously powerful. Underworld keyword combos with Cad Bane. This lets you curve into Forlom and then into Zuckuss. So you can play this card. Next turn, Forlom, one of their units, then attack with this and draw a card.
It is Zuckuss's ship.
It is Zuckuss's ship, so it all makes sense. I like it when cards are designed to work together, right? So I mean, just what does the pilot Zuckuss do? I don't remember. Have we seen the pilot Zuckuss?
I do not think we have.
I thought we saw a pilot Zuckuss somewhere in there.
I don't remember.
It might be on SWU, but there is I mean, this is just good, I think. Somebody pointed out earlier in our Discord that they felt like they were a little bit more cavalier with cards that draw cards, which I think is fine, especially if they're going to keep printing cards that discard cards.
Such as Ahsoka, or that ship.
Yeah,
so there's like a little bit of counterbalance there.
Yeah, having some stuff that draws some cards is welcome, certainly.
Like hero yellow is discarding cards from the opponent's hand, whereas villain yellow is drawing cards.
Yeah, interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. Okay. Finally, the Turbo Laser Salvo.
Yeah.
7 cost.
Overwhelminger Barrage.
Super Barrage.
Yeah.
It is a tactic. Choose an arena. A friendly space unit deals damage equal to its power to each enemy unit in that arena. Each enemy unit.
Yeah. Cost 7.
Enemy unit. Now,
pretty good.
In this set, in theory, we'll be splitting arenas more often.
Yeah, and you might actually have more space stuff, right? So in the first 3 sets, most of the units are ground units, and then there are some space stuff as well.
Yeah.
But for the most part, all of the leaders are ground units, right? Like everything, most of the stuff deals with like the ground arena in the first 3 sets. And so there was some space stuff that would happen in the other sets, but this set, like a lot of the commons we've seen are ships, right?
This is not limited to villainy, so it's like an overwhelming barrage-ish card that heroism can play.
It's green.
It's green.
So I think that's extremely welcome because outside of overwhelming barrage, I think our kind of tournament has kind of shown us that like green, if it's outmanned on the board, runs out of options.
Yeah.
So like this, you can slam this down. You can slam down like a nice medium-sized ship, and then on 7 resources play this card.
And we got a lot of new capital ships to play with that it can easily do a ton of damage off of.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a capital ship. You just want lots of power.
Exactly, right.
So I think this card's pretty good.
Yeah, another very good L. This is one you're going to want to have 3 of.
Yeah.
If you're playing it.
I'm a little leery of like an evacuate situation with this card, where you go to try to play it and it ends up being awful. But I think this card is probably as good as it looks.
I mean, I think if Overwhelming Barrage is good, this is good.
Yeah.
This is like, it is both better and worse than Overwhelming Barrage at the same time.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of situations where this won't get you out of a game.
Yeah.
Losing situation.
Right. You could pay 7. You could deal 5 damage to a bunch of ground units, and that won't kill some people.
Yeah.
Right.
Like some space stuff might kill you, or like it doesn't do enough damage to kill the stuff.
If your opponent's got a split assault going on, then this is bad.
But
right?
if it's doing like a ton of damage at once.
Yeah.
Compared to.
Yeah, I think it really depends on what happens with tokens in this next set. We've seen some token cards.
Yeah, we've got the TIE Fighters and the X-Wings now, too.
And tokens from the 3rd set really haven't like taken off as far as constructed play goes. But like Clone Trooper tokens look a lot better if your opponent doesn't have anything in the ground arena, right? Or if the game expands in length, then tokens get better because you're going to have more actions. You have more actions to take overall, right?
Yeah.
So in some nebulous realm where the game slows down somewhat, then this card gets crazy good. So
I think it's a natural like slot in for the Piet decks, right?
Yeah.
So you're loading up with capital ships. You usually are going to have a target to play with this, unless somehow your opponent's answering all those.
Yeah,
But
Piet's probably one of the best ramp heroes. It looks like because, like I was talking on our Discord about like Gladiator Star Destroyer. Like you can slam out Piet, and then Piet will let you play the Gladiator, and you can either give the Gladiator Sentinel, or you can give Piet Sentinel if they're trying to run you over in the ground.
It's very versatile. And then you have a 5-power ship hanging out in space for the turbo laser salvo later on,
and
or
you can just gun down some stuff. So
beating them to death. The Piet deck is going to be really fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Who knows if it'll be good, but it'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
I don't even think it necessarily builds itself, right? Like I think there's some very interesting ways that you could take that.
I mean, you don't really need to sell out on playing a ton of capital ships. I think even in the deck, you could end up playing like just a handful, then work off those. And play like a shell,
yeah. So there's like I think there's like some bad capital ships. There's the Outlaw Corona, for instance, is a capital ship, and it costs 3, so Piet would let you play it on turn 2. And it's a 3/5 in space. It's got a hell of a downside because, like, if it dies, your opponent gets to put the top card they're playing as a resource. But it's kind of like a Dr. Evazan type of situation.
It's like awkward to kill.
Yeah, it's a 3/5, right? And if you're playing that turn 2, then or on the first turn, actually, if you're playing on the first turn, you could find a way to bounce it back to your hand or something before it actually gives your opponent a resource. I don't know. We'll have to see if that actually is viable, right? We saw some, like, Evazan's really good in the Gar Saxon shells because 1, he's a beat stick, and 2, you can McClunky him, you can do other stuff.
And you're so aggressive that even if they do answer him and untap some resources, usually they're like out of resources because they've answered your other stuff, or it just doesn't matter that much.
Right.
Like, I think he's just very good in that shell because you don't care about the later game when he would be really bad for your opponent to kill.
Yeah. You just resource him then. So, okay, now it is time to determine who is playing what deck. I will roll.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I play Grand Inquisitor. 4, 5, 6. I play Bo-Katan. I am playing GI.
Okay. Red blue on red blue action.
Okay. Bo-Katan.
Depends. IG. I think this matchup will be very interesting. We'll see, though. I could be totally wrong. I didn't expect Wat Tambor versus GI to be as interesting as it was.
Yeah. There's a lot of, like... It was 2 fairly aggressive decks, right? Yeah, the Wat red was actually far more interesting to play than, like, say, the Wat yellow.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the Wat yellow was better, but the thing about Wat red was that, like, self-destruct was really good. Lets you trigger his ability. You have better guys to tap out for, and, like, Dooku was insane. Like, Dooku was doing some crazy stuff in those games.
He was terrifying.
Like, game 1, you answered him immediately, and I think if you didn't have something for him, then and it was like you answered him, but it also cost you like 2 cards from hand. You got like a refund off of like Django, but still. Never can tell with this deck what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. I think I have to take it like a little slow. Okay. Initiative. We didn't. We did not determine that. I have a 4.
8.
There you go.
I'll play Katsu.
I will play Bo-Katan.
Take initiative.
Okay, now do I trade Bo-Katan for Ketsu? That is a question. Because if you slam like Mandalorian armor on there, I'm kind of in trouble. It also cuts off Bo's ability for the following turn. I could ready Bo, shield immediately, and I still have something left over after this. I guess that's what I'll do. Well, Grand Inquisitor, ready Bo. And I don't know if it's correct to do that this early in the game. And then we're going to security complex. I'm assuming you took initiative, right?
Yep.
And then Bo will trade with Ketsu. And then I will pass.
Okay.
You don't feel good in this matchup.
I'll perilous position.
Okay. I am going to play Pershing.
I'll take initiative.
I think we may as well go ahead. And then ready Pershing. Pershing will tap and draw. And then I will pass. This game could easily degenerate into just cards. Like who's got more cards?
Okay. Housecast Soldier.
Okay. We're gonna have Pershing draw.
Clan Wren Rescuer.
Okay. I will play Django.
I'll take initiative.
Public Enemy on the Housecast Soldier. Already Django with GI. Django is gonna blast through there. He'll take 3, so he'll go to 5.
I take 2.
Yeah, trample you for 2. I get to draw a card off of Django. And then I get to shield somebody. So let's shield Django. And then I pass. GI is like a deck where it's like you want your opponent to just take initiative.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Okay, where do you get your tokens? Etsy? Cog of 2, I think, was the shop we got these at.
These?
Yeah.
Those are the Cog of 2?
Yes.
These are. I think these are these not the official tokens, or am I insane?
Those are not the official.
These are not the official tokens. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
They're not. They are not.
I'm insane.
Yes. I'm going to take down Django.
Okay. All right. We draw the card with Pershing. Yeah, we draw. We draw. We do a little drawing here. Pershing will complete his experiments.
I'll hold you for 1.
Okay. All right. Let's play. The eternal question. Play your resources. Use your resources efficiently, or do like the really disgusting tempo play. It's so hard to know in this game sometimes. I think I run out the punishing one.
I'll shoot it.
Okay. I will play another copy of Pershing. He's back.
Great. I'll take initiative.
We're not done experimenting on him.
The amount of cards is really bad.
And then we'll draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why Hero gets all the discard. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then I will pass.
All right, Fenrir with the staff. Kill for Pershing.
Okay. We got some plays for this turn for sure. Is it this? Is it attack with the punishing one? I suppose I attack with the punishing one for 3.
Measure for 1.
Okay. Being out GI. Bring out. Or play this other thing. Can't. Okay, maybe a little. All right, I'm going to put public enemy on the Clan Wren Rescuer.
I'll shoot the punishing one for 1. Some dark black.
I'm gonna covert strength punishing 1. So that'll heal it and give it an experience token.
Play Bo-Katan.
Bang bang. Okay. Play this card. Okay. I will play Toro Calican.
I'll attack Toro. I'll do 1 to Toro, 1 to the punishing one.
Okay. I will simply take initiative.
All right, I'll pass.
I'm going to open fire on Bo-Katan.
Attack you for 1.
I will hit you for 4.
I'll hit you for 7.
I will play Django.
I'm gonna Daring Raid Django.
Feel like he is set up for an open fire. Not an open fire or a takedown. I'll damage him and ready him.
I'm gonna Vigilance. Defeat Django. Shield. Fenrir.
Alright. I'll deploy the Grand Inquisitor.
I'll take initiative.
The Grand Inquisitor will fight the Clan Wren Rescuer and get shielded. An enemy unit that is upgraded has died, so the punishing one's going to get ready, and the punishing one's going to hit you for 4. And then I will pass.
I'll hit you for 7.
I'll take you for 4.
A follower of the way.
Eight. This. He's mulching away on something down there. Eight. 9. I think an avenue to victory includes the clan challengers.
Mandalorian Warrior. I'll experience token on Fenrir.
That experience token. I could kill Fenrir.
Oh, except for the experience?
Except for the experience. I've been like 1 away from killing Fenrir for a bit, but it's always like electro staff or something else. All right. The question is Do I have 13 damage? Do I have 13 damage through some trickery? Okay. I can clone cohort the clan challengers.
I'll take initiative.
Okay. Alright, so Inquisitor is 3. So
she's ready, right?
I killed her. Oh, yes, she's ready.
All right. I don't think I'm taking any shots, so.
Okay. So you are taking
I'm
initiative?
taking initiative, yeah.
Alright, so Inquisitor will fight your base. And we'll deal 1 damage to the clan challengers and ready them. Okay. They can hit for 8 currently. I think I'm short. Because I can. I think I was supposed to put the clone cohort on punishing one earlier in the turn because I would have gotten 2 damage there, and then 2 damage again. I can covert strength one of your guys, like the Mandalorian warrior there, and then fight him and overwhelm for 4. But he would die. That would ready. So I die to Finn Rao's attack.
Yep.
Is he? Because he
is 8.
8. Yeah.
Attack for 8.
Yeah.
Ooh. Tight.
Yeah.
All right. Sideboards.
I hate that Finn Rao motherfucker. I think I lost that game to Vigilance because you got a 2 actions from that. Okay, these I mean Finn Rao did all of the damage to my base, right? So
he did.
Something like this. Do those matter? I don't know that those matter. I don't know that you guys matter. I don't think. Maybe it is you. It was literally answer Finn Rao and win the game handily from there.
Yeah, I was worried because you had too many cards. I figured you might have something for it, but
no,
there's not really main deck removal in there aside from the open fire.
Yeah, the problem was it was 8, and you got -1 when you attacked into him. So there was no clean. There's no clean way to take him off the table with any of that. Gotta take out something. Are you guys bad? Maybe you're not. I don't know. You were at you were running on fumes, so it was like
I was on top deck mode the whole game.
Maybe you guys come out of there. We gotta cut 1. I guess one of you. I had the first light in hand. but in that situation, it's not good. The problem is, as Grand Inquisitor gets bullied, like his body got bullied there. Like both,
like either Bo-Katan or
both, both Finn and Bo just kept me off the table. And I was trying to salvage the punishing one because once you had directed some extra damage in its direction from Bo, I was like, I can heal it and then get it out of range. But then I buffed it out of range of Grand Inquisitor, which I'm not like ecstatic about, but at the same time, the punishing one did the bulk of the damage that I had done to you,
and that was like either that or it was going to be dead.
Yeah,
from Bo-Katan attack.
Right.
So. And I think it did 8 more damage after that.
Okay. Stupid vigilance. I think I've lost. I think I've lost about half the games vigilance was played against me in this trash compactor. Okay, you were good. We've got initiative. Feels insane. That feels insane, but I guess that's the case.
That makes it 50-50 and therefore super fair.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, thank you. I'm going to play Inferno 4. Let's get rid of these.
What's up, Dargith 86?
Hello.
I'll play Ketsu.
I'll take an issue.
Pass.
Alright, attack you for 2.
I'll play Mandalorian Warrior.
I'll play Toro.
I'll take initiative. Everyone's stoked as me is big ships and big blasts. Oh yeah, we were looking at it earlier.
No attack?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I do want to attack. Yeah, I'll attack your base for 4.
Okay. I will take initiative.
Okay.
Do you want to use Bo?
Do I want to play the game?
Yeah. Could you play the game, sir? Sir, could you?
Inferno 4 for 1.
Okay.
And then I'll pass. Do I want to play the game? Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about big ships.
All kinds of Mandalorians on the table right now. Let's fight. Let's fight the Mandalorian warrior.
All perilous. Toro.
I'm gonna trick the shit out of Ketsu.
Okay.
You get to draw.
I do draw. I will take initiative.
I'm gonna clone Cohort Inferno 4, and then attack you for 4. And then is it? I guess I don't shield because you have so many effects that just defeat things. So I'll pass.
Yeah, we did talk about the rotations and spoilers from today at the beginning of the stream. So if you wanted to see us talk about that stuff, check out the old video on YouTube after the stream. 4 damn. 4 damn. Yeah, I'll open fire.
Okay. I get a clone. And I get to look at the top 2. I think, do I keep both of those there? Can I draw a card right now? Like right now. Put 1 on the bottom. I will play Inferno 4. We'll take a look. Okay. Yeah, keep it like that.
House cast soldier.
I'm gonna blast Inferno 4 and ready it.
I'll take it.
I am going to smuggle in covert strength. We'll heal Inferno 4.
Pretty good.
And then I'll hit you for 3. And then I will pass. Are you joking right now?
Admiral.
This motherfucker, dude.
Killed this clone.
What do I have to do around here to not play against Finn Rouse? So I'll attack you for 3.
Defeat Bo-Katan. I'll attack you for 2.
I am going to play the punishing one.
I'll do a damage to punishing one.
I'm going to put a I'm going to put a guild target on the soldier's back.
Bo-Katan.
I'm going to play this Inferno 4 and have it explode. And then I'll look at the top 2. I'll get rid of those. And then I'll look at the top 2. And put that like that, I think.
I'll bow attack you for 4. I'll do 1 damage to punishing one, 1 damage to Inferno 4.
Okay. I will Inquisitor Inferno 4.
I'll take initiative.
I will hit you for 3. I'm going to deploy the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor is going to kill the soldier. You'll take 3 from the guild target. 2 from the guild target. Punishing one will be readied. Not using the Grand Inquisitor's ability. And then I will attack you for 3 with the punishing one. And then non-leader units. I guess I could have security complexed, shielded Inferno 4, attack into the dude, Inquisitor ready this. So both of them would have been ready. So
sure.
Take another 3. Yeah. Okay. Pass. Draw. Resource. This card is like literally the most important card in the whole matchup.
Alright, I'll have Bo-Katan fight Grand Inquisitor and she'll do 1 damage there.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a look at the top 2. So I guess you go there, you go there. I am going to covert strength punishing one.
Well, perilous position.
Playing another punishing one.
Okay. I will hit you for 7.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna play a Razor Crest. Get back to the perilous
Jerk off
position.
motion, man. Jesus.
And pass.
Oh, I did not replace the top card. I know what the top card of my deck was.
Okay.
So. Okay. I'm gonna attack you for 3.
I'll attack you for 3.
I'll play a Django. I die.
Attack you for 7. Ooh.
Finn Rao.
Yeah.
Finn Rao. My
Rao.
God, this dude. Season 1 Mandalorian liker over here thinks Mandalorians are still cool. Doesn't realize they were ruined by Mandalorian season 3.
Was Finn Rao even in the Mandalorian?
I don't even know, man. They're all the Mandalorians are glup shittos as far as I'm concerned.
He was in the Clone Wars, which is the most enjoyable Mandalorian crew.
Probably.
More Mandalorian storyline.
I'll take your word for it.
They involve Darth Maul being king of Mandalorians or whatever.
Yeah. Man, that was an annoying matchup. Because it was like on paper, it's like really, really close.
Yeah.
My draws in the middle of that game were fucking terrible. I don't know if you saw how many resources I actually used in a turn.
It was not right.
It was not all of my resources. Yeah. So the fact that you were like 1 attack away from dead, I'll consider that a testament to GI. And I think I disagree sharply with your sideboard choices.
I did,
because there was nothing in the sideboard that I wanted to bring in that
Velvet Dragon in there. I thought I did put Velvet Dragon. My bad.
No, you sure didn't.
Well,
so I've been sabotaged. I've been sabotaged yet again on this stream.
You rolled randomly, which
that's what makes the sabotage that much more insidious, in my opinion.
I did a little force maneuver.
Cheating
at dice games, just like the Jedi before me.
Yeah, we haven't seen any dice manipulation in Star Wars of any chance cube manipulations.
Never.
Okay. As if those aren't canonical.
We got Mando, Hondo,
yes.
Leia, Jin,
yes,
Bo-Katan, Padme
versus
Hondo being the lone villain
those.
left over in this top 6.
Yeah, because
it's pretty wild.
All the good villain cards are gone, right?
Maybe
Power of the Dark Side is gone, and Overwhelming Barrage is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Hondo can sneak by with very few bans this round. I think it's very possible.
So I mean that is the thing, is that it is the deck that will be punished the least, right?
Because Jin and Leia are pretty similar.
Yeah, so they're actually both going to lose Fleet Lieutenant plus something, right?
Yeah.
And then Padme and Bo, I don't know what gets banned out of these, because both of those decks function with set 2 cards and set 3 cards respectively, unlike Jin and Leia.
Yeah.
That are all set 1 cards, right?
But we'll see.
They're all using Bo and Padme are both using cards that the other decks just aren't using. So
we'll be putting up the poll in the Discord channel tonight. I'll put the Discord in chat if you're not in there, but you can get links to all that stuff. I'll also put the links to all the polls in the YouTube video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just go click on the comments. You can also join our Discord if you want.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I think we're done here.
I think we're done.
Yeah.
Hope you all enjoyed.
I'll go fight traffic on my way home.
And we will see you on Sunday.
Yeah, well, more spoilers.
Yeah.
There'll be more spoilers throughout the week.
We've been sharing all the spoilers in the Discord and talking about them. So
the set's looking really good.
It looks really fun.
It looks really good.
Like just straight fun.
Just from what we've seen so far.
Good old-fashioned fun.
So
Sunday we'll be playing both of these matchups.
Yeah.
So there you go. When we're playing the free game, I think either next week we're gonna have to figure out what our schedule looks like for the rest of this tournament. Because
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a possible 9th.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you.
We'll figure it out. It's either gonna be next week or like maybe like a Sunday before matches, some kind of thing.
Yeah. It's not. It wouldn't be a bad thing. It wouldn't be a bad thing for one of the weekdays.
Yeah, like a Wednesday or Monday. We've heard for that. For sure.
that can fill in some time. So yeah.
We'll let y'all know.
Yeah.
Could be an extra long Sunday double, but if I know we have like time before the next set comes out, even with this tournament, because we sort of went faster than we initially planned with these like double matchup nights.
Yeah, it was
fine.
It was we went a little bit faster than normal to try to get the bannings in a way that made the most sense.
To give you guys enough time to vote in the polls.
Yeah.
All right. So, thanks for watching.
Does Mando have Finn Rao?
I think he does have
that motherfucker is going down.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see if they
decide.
decide.
Kill Finn Rao for me. I'm tired of playing against them.
See y'all next time.